They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 41. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone because he hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 33 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
7-7.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
At the 22-yard line.
Second and 8. Now it's Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith there, getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Second down at 5. On the jet sweep, here's Chase. It's a room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Bengals 21. Packers 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. What do you think? 57's the mic. Watch what you say.
Rodgers now to throw. Rolling to his right. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away from his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Play action. It's Burrow. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll air this one out for Boyd. He's got a man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Burrow on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Here's a diving catch right side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Nixon will try the right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Let's go.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll give it to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Sebastian Joseph Day gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Buffalo.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incomplete.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Gregory Rousseau showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep is Micah Hyde. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 51 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Rams nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
It's now fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Allen. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Allen taking it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
The kick by pass is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
They're actually it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging.